Meet the beautiful Prayaga Martin, who debuted as a child actor with none other than the legendary Mohanlal in Sagar alias Jackie. She then went on to launch herself in Tamil through the film Pishas, which went on to become a runway hit. She later came back to Malayalam through the film starring Unni Mukundan named Urumurai Vandu Partaya. From there, she has acted in films like Fukri with Jayasuriya, Pokri Simon with Sunny Vane, and the latest Ram Leela with Dilip. Kerala Travel Explorer speaks to Prayaga to focus on the woman in her. Your entry to cinema.
My entry to cinema is through Sagar alias Jackie. I think I was just 12 or 13 then when I made my foray into films, and that wasn't a very strategical plan or anything. It wasn't a planned entry. I was always fascinated by the glitz and glamour of the film world, and of course I always loved cinema, stars in the industry, so I had a thing for it. I think eventually that made few of my dad's friends to spot me and then ask me if I could be a part of their movies. So that's how I've been a part of Sagar alias Jackie and Ustad Hotel. So those two movies directed by Amal Neerad and Anwar Rashid, those were my first two films. But then I can't actually call it a debut or probably the movies that I've done, because I can't be terming it that way, because those were not planned. For me, being a 12-year-old or being a Ustad Hotel, I remember I was in my 10th grade when I did that. So 12, 15 and all those ages are not, you can't really think about taking up films as your career or something. I did it for the excitement and the fascination, and yes, I'm really happy about it. I'm really happy that I actually did two movies, that I got an idea about what films are. So then when I had to actually debut, I didn't have that camera fright or the kind of strangeness. I was very comfortable with everything that the so-called cinema was all about.
Did your dad inspire you?
Dad and mom. I can't just talk about dad or him alone when I have to talk about my parents, because both of them, they're my lifelines. They're the reason why I talk such stuff here, or probably the reason why I'm sitting here is because of them. And an interesting thing to be shared with you is that my granddad, my father's dad, was a producer in the 80s. So probably I've known films through him. I've got an idea of what films are from a very young age through my granddad. But then it's been some 10, 12 years since he's passed away. So granddad has been one of the biggest inspirations to me to foray into films. And I think granddad passed on that thing to my dad, and eventually he passed on that to me. So probably that's why I'm here today.
You first made a mark in Tamil. How did Pisas come to you?
I did Pisasa when I was doing my 12th. Not exactly during my 12th grade, but as soon as I got done with my 12th grade exams, that's when I did Pisasa. And previous to this Pisasa, I'd done a modeling assignment for a jewelry, and I was spotted by the director. I was spotted by Mishkin sir on a hoarding in Kerala of that jewelries. So I think he had a picture of his heroine in his mind. So he wanted to actually get hold of that girl. Probably there was somebody who's very unknown to any of us. So I'm lucky that I was been spotted by him so that I could be a part of his movie. That's all. It's all luck and destiny. There's nothing called planned movie entry through Tamil, nothing. I never thought about debuting in Tamil before Malayalam. Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, any language is not a barrier to any actor. That's what I believe in. But to me, as a passionate movie lover who want to debut through some movie, I have never actually dreamt of debuting through Tamil. So that came by luck.
You worked with some of the bigger names in Malayalam like Jayasuriya, Sunny Vane, Unni Mukundan and Dileep, as well as some big directors. What has been your biggest takeaway from all these films?
It's been a really great experience, great learning experience in short, because each of them have got their own way of doing their work. They've got their own style, their own identity, and each one of them is different from the other. So it's actually great to sit along with them and to observe them without them knowing. So it's been a great learning experience to have worked with such lovely directors and such awesome actors, and I'm really lucky that I started off my acting career with something really minor like a role in Sagar Ilyas Jackie, but with the legendary actor Mohanlal. So Lalit, I've been an ardent fan of Lalitan. And then yes, with Dileep Etten, Jayasuriya, Jayetan, Sunny Vane, Unni Mukundan, I think some awesome actors. They've got their own style. Everybody is different. I like all of them. They're all very hardworking, and there is a reason why they are where they are today. So it's a credible achievement in each of their work profile. What I can say is that each of them have worked so much harder than anybody can ever imagine to reach where they are today.
How much importance is given to female actresses in today's Malayalam cinema, both off screen and on screen?
Be it on screen or off screen, you get what you give out to people. So it's basically about your vibe, what you give to people, be it your vibe, be it the respect, be it how you see others, how you put yourself in front of others, how presentable you are. Sometimes you can make mistakes, sometimes you can say the wrong things. I think the heart to apologize or to go in front of people and say sorry matters. So you are a public figure, you are an actor, singer, dancer, a businesswoman, anybody. You're a human being at the end of the day, and it's great to apologize, or probably it's great to say a sorry or a thank you, or to actually be very genuine in front of people. I think that matters. So when a public figure is being misinterpreted, misjudged, or probably trolled for having said something, for having done something, I think it's okay. It's all a part of the game. I think you should also be able to enjoy it. And anyways, you're getting a little amount of attention, I hope. So I think you should make hay while the sun shines. So again, that's there, but on a very positive note, if you think that you've made a mistake, I think you should go out on public and say a sorry with a smile. That will do. I think people are really, they've got a big heart. They've actually got a big heart, and we can't actually blame when they're being very critical or skeptical with you, because that's how the public should be, and that's where you've actually put your bar. It's very difficult in Malayalam industry to take a name as a good actor or probably a good whatever, because people are that literate, people are that educated, that they've got exposure. So you are actually in front of a huge mass who knows stuff. So you actually got to be really good when you're being presented in front of Malayalam industry. I think that's the biggest challenge that any actor would face. So it's very important to put your best foot forward.
Do you think the audiences of today are more receptive to female-centric roles?
I think female-centric films are, in my opinion, are well accepted in Kerala. in Malayalam industry and everywhere, to be honest, but a little more in Malayalam industry, because people here love women. They love women, and they also show a lot of respect to them. Yes, there are a few exceptions, but let's not talk about them, because there are exceptions everywhere. So it's not, it's not a very nice idea to just pick out the negative shades, like the negative points or the grey shades from Malayalam industry, and then project it and then say, this, that. I think it's very important to be positive, very positive, and it's very important to actually put your positive self in front of anybody you meet, because that's very important, to stay positive and to be very optimistic. Only then can you attract positive vibes, and then give out the same. So
your dream role?
There is nothing like a dream role. Probably there are roles which I would love to play, but those can't be termed as a dream role, because I actually can't define the concept of a dream role. Whenever I'm asked this question, I go back in time, and then I pick out few Malayalam movies. Then I think of those legendary actresses who played lovely roles and characters in their movies. But that's not the point. Like imitating any of those legendary actresses, or probably doing those roles again, or saying that I would love to do this role played by this actress in that movie, doesn't actually matter. If I am able to create a new bar or a new thing for myself, I think that would be, I would term that as my dream role. My dream role would be the one I create for my audience.
What are your favorite destinations and some travel memory that you cherish?
I love Palakkad, because that's where my mom is coming from. She's originally from Changanasheri, but then her family is settled in Palakkad. So we make a trip to Palakkad every year, once every year. And then because Palakkad is actually a mixture of both Tamil and Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So I like that confusion that's caused there. I mean, you can see a lot of people probably speaking in Tamil, and then you walk a bit more, then you see Nalla Malayalis speaking Nalla Malayalam. So it's fun. It's fun to be in Palakkad. There are a lot of temples there. I'm a Christian, but I love visiting temples. The positive vibe you get from visiting a temple is it's speechless. So it's basically the culture. Every place has got its own charm. So Palakkad is my favorite destination in Kerala, probably because that's my mom's place. But I've got an affinity towards Palakkad. But it's very hot, okay? It's very hot and humid there, but it's okay. It's, when you like a place so much, that doesn't matter. And then I like Alleppey because of the backwaters. I love beaches. Kovalam, Trivandrum, you get to have fun on the beach. Fort Kochi is my, it's my favorite hangout place to be, because whenever I get a free time, I take my friends out to Fort Kochi. We have lots of fun there. There are a couple of shacks I like there. I go, we have food. So, we just go to Fort Kochi to chill. I love traveling. I'm a travel geek, to be very, very honest, because traveling gives me a lot of pleasure. And it's one way to relax. It's one way to be a free bird. When you travel, you get to meet a lot of people. You get to see a lot of things, see a lot of places. You also get to, you get the exposure of a new culture. Food. Food is something that I enjoy when I travel, because I love tasting and I love having food from different parts of the world. I am a foodie, to be on a very personal note. I'm a very big foodie, and on that note, I also love traveling because I also get to taste good food. Okay, and then the culture. Because you're an actor, traveling always helps you. Because when you travel, you kind of see a lot of things, meet a lot of people, their slang, be it their language, be it how they dress up, how they do their face, the makeup, or probably how they let down their hair. Anything. I'm talking about the very minor things, but things that I observe. So it helps an actor. I think an actor must travel, must have the liking for travel, because that will always help him or her. I recently got the opportunity, the chance, probably God-given chance to visit the Holy Land, Jerusalem, Palestine, Jordan. So I think that was the most memorable trip I've ever had, or probably that would be the closest to my heart. Even if I have 100 trips, or even if I get to travel all around the world, touch wood, fingers crossed. But again, this trip that I made to Holy Land would stay the closest to my heart. I have no doubts about it, because I still can't believe that I actually got to visit the place where Jesus was born and then where he lived. So I got to see that, I just didn't go there like that. I went with my faith. So that when you're going with something called the faith, so that makes it special. So visiting the Holy Land has been the most cherished trip ever.
What are the elements that you think should be promoted more to enhance the travel potential of Kerala?
I think I'm the right person to answer to this question, because I'm doing my Masters in Travel and Tourism Management in Centric, Ernakulam. So, of course, I faced this question so many times for my exams and my question papers, and by my teachers, and also by people who come there to give a talk. Okay, so I think Kerala needs to focus on its own waterfalls, lakes, wildlife, what else, backwaters, coconut trees, beaches, whatnot. I'm in Wayanad. Kerala is an amalgamation of different topography, different geographical this thing. I think we've got everything in Kerala. We've got a lot of stuff to actually promote and to hike the importance of Kerala, or probably its popularity. And also it's not just about promoting these, but also how to promote these. The promotional strategies must change, or probably those must be focused on. Only then can we bring about a change, a big change, and then put Kerala on a higher pedestal. So,
what can't you leave home without?
I can answer this question in various ways. One would be my parents. I love them so much that I am independent. I mean, I am on my own, but again, I love having my parents along with me. It gives me some amount of, I don't know, probably security, or probably the love, the care. I've been their only single child, so probably it's not about pampering. I've never got that pampered and all that, no. But yes, they've been very lovely parents, and I've been a very lovely child to them. But again, I don't know, it gives me some sort of happiness when they're with me. So probably my parents, and then what? Then a bottle of water. I was going to answer that next. Bottle of water. Obviously, parents are not something, I can't take them and put them in my car or bag. They have to come with me. I have to ask them for the permission. Appa, Amma, if you can come with me. Then today I asked Amma to come along with me. Amma said she's not in a mood. She's not in a mood to go out. So then I said, okay, Amma, it's chill, fine. It's just next door, so all right. So that's it. I like Appa, Amma being with me. Okay, other than that, what I would like to take with me in my purse or in my bag would be a bottle of water. Okay. And then, of course, my makeup pouch. I don't know how many of you sitting there, seeing this, are laughing at me for this, but I can't go out with my makeup bag. I have a kutti, a very tiny pouch. And then my phone, my mobile phone. Mobile phone is a very necessary thing for anybody. For anybody to step out of their houses, I think just to step out, I think you need to have your phone with you, because that ensures security, safety, everything. Yeah, it's like your multi-purpose thing, you know, you're carrying with you. So that's very important, to have your phone with you every time you step out of your house. Not necessarily you know, just when you step out of your house, but also it's not a problem if you have your phone every time with you, except the time you sleep. So that's it. So phone is a must thing. Then what? Those basic necessary things. Yeah, the charger and all that. Okay, when I travel, I'll tell you, when I travel, no, be it 1 day, 2 day trip, you know, or if I have to go to some place and then come back in the night, then phone is a must thing. Charger, power bank, bottle of water, cap. I need a cap, and then I need a jacket. Jacket is must thing. I carry my jacket because I'm even inside a car. If the AC is too much, then I would put on my jacket. Because I'm a very chilled out person. Okay, all right. Then what else? These are the basic things that I carry.
A favorite piece of advice that you have received and you love doling out?
I don't think that anybody would require my advice to change to good, because they should feel that, you know, I am somebody who's supposed to give them advice. What do I don't have the habit of advising people. I don't like it because I'm not somebody who, you know, who takes everybody's advice and do things according to what they tell me. No, I have my own opinions, but I do take suggestions. I do take the right thing from whatever people tell me, because you can only correct yourself by listening to, by opening your ears to what others say. So that's always there, but I don't think that there is a need for me to advise anybody out there seeing this program. But again, be positive, be very happy, enjoy life, and I think every human being is capable of doing big in life, is actually capable of doing really big in life. It's just about how much we put in, how much effort, how much of hard work, and the dedication, determination, and probably finding out what you're really good at and then focusing your thing onto your ambition. Be it anything, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a model, actor, it's all about focusing on what you actually want to become and then probably work towards it. So be happy, stay focused, live a healthy life. To those who believe in God, He'll always be there with you. That's what I've got to tell people.
Your favorite designer?
I'm wearing one of Tia Maria's creations, and that is one of my favorite brands in Cochin. And both Tia, Maria, they're all my good friends too. They're sisters, so we get along well, and I love their attires. So that has been my favorite brand here in Cochin. But otherwise, I'm somebody who really like branded stuff. But I'm not a crazy who goes behind branded stuff and only, you know, only pick out those branded ones and then wear only branded stuff. I'm not somebody like that. If I like something good, be it something that you get in the streets, I would buy it. So I'm somebody of that sort. But again, I like, my favorite brand would be Nike. I like Nike. I think I'm half sports person, plus I'm also at times I feel I'm very sophisticated, that I go for all those, you know, Aishwarya Rai kind of attires. Then I like Deepika Padukone, and sometimes I like how crazy Kangana dresses up. And I am actually I haven't actually found my slot. Probably I like trying out stuff, and I like all brands. I like shoes, I like glasses, I like watches. So when I travel, that's when I buy stuff, because that's when you get the best branded stuff, because the best of the brands are outside, and when you get to travel, you get to see a lot of new collections, and so that when you pick out on something, when you travel, I think that makes you stand out. So, yeah.
Do you like cooking?
Yeah, I love cooking. Let's put a full stop to that. I don't get into the kitchen much. I don't cook much. I used to when I was studying. I think when I was studying in school, I used to cook. I used to get the kitchen. But now it's because I've got my academics, I've got my shoot schedules, and it's difficult to actually take out some time and then go to kitchen, because that's my mom's place. I go there, I taste food. I love food. Like I told you, I'm a complete foodie. I like tasting food, but I don't know, I have not got much time to experiment with dishes or probably food items. So I have not tried cooking much.
What's your favorite food?
Probably I like continental cuisine. I like Thai cuisine. I enjoy food, whatever it be. If it tastes good, then I don't mind eating anything. So that's my thing.
If not an actress, what would you have been? Do you have a plan B?
If not an actress, no, I can't think of a situation if I was not an actress, because nobody told me that, Prayaga, I want you to become an actress, so I'm going to make you an actress. Nobody's told me that. I'm an actress because I wanted to be an actress. So if anybody who wants to become an actor, whatever it be, he or she will become that if he or she works towards it. So I think I wanted to become an actress. My mom really liked the fact that I wanted to become an actress, because she loved seeing me as an actress. My parents were really supportive, because my granddad has passed on his lineage. Probably my dad was also very supportive of this. So I'm lucky that I got the support and love and care from my parents. So I didn't have to worry too much about that. But that doesn't mean that I've not got a plan B, because acting is something, it comes by luck. For those who believe in God, for those who believe in luck and all that, it comes by that for them. For me, it's been like that, and I hope to do good in movies. But I also have a plan B. You can't call it a plan B. I'm doing my master's in travel and tourism management. I'm somebody who likes to be independent. I love that concept of being independent, being on your own. I think that's very basic for anybody to become, to even think of. So I'm doing my master's in that subject. I don't know what to do ahead with it, but I love traveling. So it's, along with the theory, I feel I'm also doing my practical work by traveling outside, by traveling and going for trips. I think I'm also doing my practical work, so it's complementary. What I do in films, or probably what I do in my personal life, is very much complementary to what I study. So that's how it's been.
Your upcoming projects?
My upcoming projects are there are two projects. One is with director Shafi. I've been really very fortunate to work with Shafi sir, because he is an ace director, as we all know. He is also one of the most sought after directors, and to be called the hit makers of Malayalam industry. So I think I'm really lucky to have been a part of his movie, and the movie is titled Oru Palaya Bomb Kada. It's a fun-packed movie. It's got comedy, it's got romance, it's got a little bit of I know I'm not supposed to say that, but it's a mixture of everything. I think it would be a perfect family entertainer. And Bibin George, who the script writer of Kattapanela Hrithik Roshan, is again coming back to movies, this time as a hero. So he is going to be the male protagonist of Oru Pazhaya Bombu Katha. And then my next venture is with director G. Marthandan. With Marthandan, and I'm going to act along Chakochan, who's one of my favorite actors. So this is the first time that I'm going to team up with Kunjako Bobin, and I'm really excited to work with him. So I think these are two upcoming projects, and I'm really hopeful about it. I really wish that people really like those two movies when they get released. So yeah.